YouTube, what's going on? It's just me, Ty, here bringing you another video. Season 4.5 launched yesterday, and they brought Resurgence casuals. And I hopped in there to solo spectate. It's quads, but I just want to spectate. This video right here, we talk about, is the casual game mode good, especially Resurgence casual. You see in this video, you see the lobby lasts a little bit longer than what I thought it would. Here's my thoughts about season 4.5 and the future of Call of Duty. Hope you like it. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification. Share with a friend. Love y'all. See you soon. All right, guys, welcome. What we're doing is we are solo spectating Rebirth casual. That's right, Rebirth. Resurgence casual. It's a new game mode that has came out in the season 4 reloaded, and we're just going to talk about it. What is the pros? What is the cons of this game? Is it something that, you know, we think that is going to stay around? So let's just talk about it. So season 4.5, I think what they're trying to do, and with the success of casual BR, and I mean, numbers that they say numbers are through the roof for something like that, I think this game mode is something that will stick. I know that there was rumors going around saying that, oh my goodness, no they're not. No, they're not. Wow. Okay, but I know there was rumors going around that they might be sunsetting Warzone and Blackout 2 map and all that, and they have came out and said there is no Blackout 2 map. We'll see if that actually is the case, but in my opinion, I think these are okay modes. I think BR casual is okay. I think Resurgence is going to be great because of the player base. A lot of players aren't really just these cracked out players. We're seeing only a small percentage of these players that actually, you know, sweat their butts off and all of that. So mostly it's a lot of casual players, the 9-to-5ers, you know, the people that work overnight shift, and, you know, moms, dads, whoever who can't get on the game and technically sweat their butts off all day. They can hop in casual, they can hop in this and just play and go at their own pace. And especially with Rebirth Island, it's an iconic map. If you really think about it, let's just put this in perspective. If you really think about Rebirth Island, what have they changed? What have they added other than a big old, you know, hole in the ceiling? Because I mean, that's the Call of Duty way. If you're bringing back a map, what do? Put a hole in it, blow something up. But it's pretty much been the same thing the whole time. And I think at the end of the day, I think this is a great thing. You can do a lot with this map, especially with the casual mode. It could be a teaching tool. How to rotate, how to do this, how to pretty much lock on, you know, how to center. You know, if you look at a lot of the great players, they have good centering, you know, map awareness and all of that. And if you're trying to get good at the game and don't want to be killed by 900 little Wawa, cracked out G Fuel ghost demons, this is something you can play. This is something you and your friends can play, and I think that's one reason mainly that they have put it as quads right now, because Rebirth is kind of a, you know, quad type game. Yes, there is solos, and I do think that we will get to that point, but I do really believe that Resurgence casual is here to stay. I played it for roughly 4 hours today when I was doing the Beavis and Butthead event, and as a about to be 3 KD player, I was averaging 35 kills. Now mind you, I was just farming XP, but if I'm doing something like that, and then you got just a regular Bob, a regular Tom that is playing right now, like playing, they're having fun. Also, I really believe, as my phone drops, I really believe that Call of Duty is really catering to the casual fan base. If you look at Fortnite, I was watching the pulse check, and they was talking about Fortnite. There was a report that there was between 9 and 28 real players in a normal lobby. Everything else was bots. I didn't know that. So are we going to take the Fortnite method? Are we going to take the Fortnite route where, let's say in this one, you know, in the regular BR, what is it, 24 players and 120 BR? I mean, 120 bots? What are we going to, you know, what is it technically going to become? I really don't see them doing that. I do see them putting in some bots maybe in the regular BR mode. We have actually seen things like that. I just think that they're coming to a place where they're not really, they're evolving the content, but also I think that they are expanding their ways to bring in new players. And this is one of those things where you actually are bringing in more players because they're not having to worry about getting, you know, crapped on 24/7. They're only playing a few minutes and then hopping off because of this and that. Now, we can talk about the cheaters, we can talk about the hackers and how bad it is, but to be honest, I didn't run into one hacker in casual. Now, when we're talking about ranked and all of that, that's a whole nother ball game. We'll have another video about that. But honestly, I didn't run into anything. I didn't run into no problems server wise, which you know how that goes. They did shut down the servers for a little bit and then bring them back up. But overall, I think it's been a pretty smooth, you know, update when it comes to this side. When it comes to Resurgence casuals, I really believe it's been very, very smooth. Like I said, I played about 4 or 5 hours. I completed the update. I completed the event, and you know, it was perfectly fine. Now, as you get, you know, going, it got a little bit more sweatier. It got a little bit more of that, but I really believe that this is something that you just better get used to. You're going to have to get used to these type of modes, and you know, as I do wish, if we're looking at a perfect scenario for Call of Duty, if we're looking at the perfect Warzone setting, you have solos, duos, trios, and quads in every game mode. I don't care if it's plunder. There's enough for everybody to go around. Now, they even added Resurgence ranked. So you've got everything you need. If you was to bring back the player base and everything was cool, everything was great, you could actually have something that is really, really special. I've seen a lot of people saying that Warzone's dead, Warzone's gonna die. Guys, I hate to tell y'all this, Warzone is not going nowhere. Call of Duty is not going nowhere. The numbers are fine. The numbers are amazing. If you really look at the numbers are a lot, you know, are stronger because of maps like this. Because you have regular, you know, just chill people in these type of lobbies having fun. Now, for someone that is a sweat or something like this, I think that if you're camo grinding, if you're, you know, needing to complete battle pass or whatever, even upgrading the gun, ranking up the gun or whatnot, I think this is a perfect mode for you because you can average. If you know, I was sitting on the top of industry. No, I was sitting on. I take it back. I was in the factory. I was sitting on top of factory, and then I would also be on the top of. Let's see. I was on the top of 1, 2. You know, I was just all in this area right here, just farming kills right and left to the point where, you know, I had 35 kills, and then most of the time I would just let, you know, a team just go ahead here, take the win, because I mean the stats don't count. You know, the wins don't count, so it really doesn't mean anything. So I'm just over there ranking up my, you know, XP. Wow. So I think this is a perfect mode for people that want to learn the game, that are too scared to, I wouldn't say too scared, but that are tired of, you know, them little reburst sweats. Do I think that the reburst sweats will come over here? I don't think so. I think you'll have occasional couple that will come over here and be like, oh, I dropped a 50 kill banger, blah, 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 whatever. But I do believe at the end of the day, this mode is here to stay. And we'll see a lot more of these modes. I do believe that. I think we'll see a lot more. We'll see we'll see it evolve to maybe solos here next, because we see BR Casual going to solos, having solos, and I'm happy that they finally got the playlist together. But I mean, drop down the comments. Let me know, guys. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think of BR Casual? Think about Resurgence Casuals. Do you think this is a W or an L, man? Because in my opinion, I think something like this is good for the game, for people that don't want to play a sweaty lobbies. They can just vibe out, have a great time. Like I said, oh my gosh. And it's over. GG's to them. Make sure that you comment, subscribe, ring the bell, share with a friend. Thank you all so much for everything. I'll see you soon.